Hi, come on in. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cup cozy. Now it's super easy but looks really nice. You can dress it up with adding extra buttons or pliques if you want to, but it looks just as lovely on its own. As I say, it's a nice easy make, so let's have a look at how to do it. Today I'm going to use this Aran yarn, and it is by Simply Create, and I will link it down below for you in the description. Now you can use any yarn that you want. Obviously you can use cotton yarns for this too. This is an acrylic one. I'll link my favourite cotton yarn down below for you as well, in case you want to have a look at it. And I'll also put the tools and things that I use here today in the links down below, so you can go straight to them if you want to. So to start with, we're going to make a slip knot. And to do that, we simply cross our yarn at the front to make a loop, take our hook, put it through that yarn, put the yarn over and pull it through that loop. Pull it tight, but not too tight. You want to still be able to move it easily. We're going to start with some chain stitch. Now I make a chain of 31 for this, but obviously it depends on the size of your cup, and just measure it to see whether it's the right size for you. To make our chain stitch, we take hold of our yarn. Now this is how I hold mine. It's a nice way to do it, which allows it just to flow through your hands, and also the way I hold my hook is the same. It allows you to maneuver it without your wrist getting hurt. So you put your yarn over and pull it through that loop, yarn over and pull it through the loop, yarn over and pull it through the loop. You have 1, 2, 3. You don't count the one on your hook. You keep doing this until you get to the size that you want, and if you want to continue that, I will meet you when you have got yours to the length you want it. So I've got mine to the length I want, and now I'm going to join it together. So we're going to take the end here and we're going to put our hook through the last or the first chain stitch right there. Now when you're doing this, be really careful that you don't twist your chain. I have done this myself in the past and it does happen. So it's just a case of being really careful when you put it together that it is straight and not going to twist on you. So let's just get that other end out of the way. Hold your yarn. And we're just going to slip stitch them together. So put your yarn over your hook and pull it through both of those loops. As you can see, mine is still nice and straight. So you can tell it's not twisted at all. And we're going to start by making a UK half double crochet or a US half single crochet. And we're going to make these, if you can just see, let me get my needle, it's easier to show you. Right here, there's this little bumps along the back of your stitches, of your, sorry, your chain stitches right there. There's little bumps. Those are the ones that we're going to crochet into. Now you can crochet into any of the part that you want to. I crochet into those. I think it looks neater when you're doing it that way. So to make your half double crochet or half single crochet in the US, you put your yarn over, put it through that little bump right there, yarn over and pull it through. You've got that 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3, yarn over and put it through that bump on the back right there, yarn over and pull it back through, yarn over and pull through all 3. You'll do this just the whole way around, go in each of those chain stitches the whole way around until you get to the other end, and I'll meet you when you come back here. I've done my row here of UK half double crochets, US half singles. At the minute it's inside out, so I'm just going to turn it around so that I've got the right side facing outwards, and I'm going to join my first round here at the beginning to this first stitch right here with a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through that stitch and pull through the one on your hook. Now I'm not going to chain, I'm just going to pull my loop just slightly longer, and for this particular round we are going to be working not into the front loop or the back loop but into this third loop right there. What this does is push this whole section forward so that you see the front, you see all of these V stitches right at the front, so not through the middle, not the first, not the second, but there's a loop here right at the back, and we're going to work into that one, and we're going to just make half double crochets, half single crochets the whole way along right into that back loop. So put your hook through there, yarn over and pull back, and then pull through all three. Again, yarn over, in through that back loop, so not that front one or the next one, but in through that third loop right there, yarn over and pull through, and pull through all three. And you're just going to continue this the whole way around until you've finished your round all the way till you come back here, and I'll meet you when you've finished. Work into those back loops, sorry, the third loop the whole way around. So I finished that round, and as you can see, what it's done is just push this forward, making that really nice detail and feature there. Now we're going to join again with a slip stitch to that first stitch right there. So hook through, yarn over, pull it back through and through the loop on your hook. Pull that just a little bit longer, and we're going to do exactly the same in the next one. We are going to work into that third loop, so not that first or second, but right there into that third loop, yarn over and pulling it back, and yarn over and pull through all three. So again, we're doing the half double crochets, half single crochets US, yarn over into that third loop, yarn over and pull back and pull through all three, and keep doing that the whole way around, and I will meet you when you come back to the beginning. So I finished that row, and as you can see, it's just made a lovely detail here. It's pushed those stitches forward. Now we're going to join this row just with a slip stitch to that first stitch, yarn through and through the loop on your hook. Pull that just a little bit longer, and we're going to start with a half double crochet, half single crochet just into that first right there, and pull through all three. And this is what we're just going to do the whole way around, but this time we are working under our stitch here just in the normal way, so we're going through both of that V and not into that third loop at all, just using that V, working our normal stitches so that we have a straight side to it. Oops. When you come to the other end here, you will just join with a slip stitch like we have been doing. You will do this the whole way up. I do 6 rows of these. Now, obviously, for yourself, you can make it longer if you wanted to. You just increase how many of these rows you put in. I make 6, and I will see you when you've finished all 6 of those. Just keep joining to the first stitch with slip stitch, and I'll meet you when you've got up to the top of that to show you what you do next. Now I've completed my rows, and you can really see it starting to come together. It looks really effective, but what we want to do now is to reflect these on the top so that it finishes it off nicely. So I've finished, as I say, those rows, so now I'm going to join again with a slip stitch to the start here. So hook through, yarn over and pull through both. Keep that a little bit longer, and we are going to now start working into, just as we did down here, into that third loop, so not the first or the second, but into that third one at the back. Yarn over and pulling through, and pull through all three. Yarn over, not the first, not the second, but you're looking for this third loop right here, so not that one, not that one, but the third loop. We'll do that the whole way along. Yarn over, miss out those two and into that third loop. Again, it just pushes it all forward. You'll do that the whole way around, joining again with the slip stitch when you come to the start. And this will again, will just push this forward, having a reflection of what's here at the bottom. And what I'll do is I will meet you when you have finished your 2 rounds of this, because again we will be doing 2 rounds of this, and I will meet you when you have finished those 2 rounds to show you how to finish off. So I finished this row, so I've now got matching on the top and the bottom here so that they both sort of define the edges of the piece, and we're going to join our work together. Now, rather than join with a slip stitch, we're going to use an invisible stitch. Just makes it look that little bit better. So cut your yarn, pull through from there, and we will just put our yarn through our needle here, our end. And to do this, we are going to join to the first one. Now that would be the one we would normally do the slip stitch to, so we're going to go in through this other one. We are going to pull it across like that, so that it's going through that stitch. Put it down, put your thumb there just on your working yarn there. Now on this V of this one before it, we're going to put our needle in through that second loop and through the loop down below, pulling it through, and it just forms, as you can tell, right there, a V that mimics the other stitches. We can then finish off our end on the inside. Now to make sure we secure this, put your needle through a stitch, put your yarn over the needle and pull it through, and what this does is it just forms a little knot, not anything that will be able to be seen, but it forms a little knot, and this prevents it becoming undone and stops the whole thing from unraveling, which is really important. Put your needle through a couple more stitches down there just to weave your end in, and again, and then just come back through a couple of those, and then snip your end off, and do exactly the same for your other end down here. I'm just going to put that up to the side at the minute, but obviously you would finish your end off. And that's your lovely cup cozy. Now for this you can also dress it up, put a nice big button on it, or you could put an applique on it, heart, star, whatever you fancied. You can also make it in nice Christmassy colours with glittery wool and so on. Lots of things you can do to dress it up and make it into something slightly different. Let me know in the comments down below if you're going to try this or if you're going to put something different on it. I'd love to hear from you. Also let me know if there's something you'd like to see me making so that I can show you how to do it. Please put that in the comments down below. I love to make things that you're interested in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all them beautiful things, and all that's left for me to say is thank you for joining me, for keeping me company, and I'll see you in the next one.